add the whole community standards district. About half of it.
I wrote it. I mean, I typed it.
Okay, now we need to get back to what we're here for, though. So on the agenda, does the agenda look okay, except we need to add this now?
That's fine with me.
What
and
exactly
on the crime
is the
report,
That's the question. We've gone from one to another.
the
Well,
agenda in itself, Scott.
No, the top. You said you wanted to add this one thing. What is the this one thing? What is the
Okay, you still need to have a standards committee chairman that is the liaison between you council
That's
and
why
the,
we were going
to appoint it tonight.
We feel that it should be he's worked on it a long time.
Who's we feel?
Well,
Many of the community, I feel, the treasurer feels, I don't know what Donna and Wanda
so 2
feel.
council members are now going to dictate
We do not have...
No, that
council
doesn't
members
happen.
do?
no.
Sit here and argue with me every single thing I say.
Debbie, I asked the question.
Scott,
I'm asking you
we're
the question.
missing 2 members.
I understand that.
Scott, you're interrupting her continually.
Continually?
Yes.
Okay,
See,
let's
that's
not
what a
fight.
planning meeting's about, where everybody voices their
You know
opinion.
what?
This is
One
bringing it
person
around.
why
at
it's
a
a-
time. One person. I've been at a meeting all day, the legal government relations. One person speaks at a time. And we're not getting there. And
May I intervene just a little bit? You have 2 people, they both said what they want. It now just goes to the void of it. Vote at the council meeting on the 27th. This discussion's over. I don't know why you keep going over it. He says he wants that, she says she wants that. The council will make their vote on the 27th.
Right, and then the committee chairman can be in contact between the council and the county.
According to our bylaws.
That's so the committee chairman is the one that is liaison for the council and whatever the community has brought to the committee. So that's why it's important that the committees be appointed at this planning meeting, all of them.
Well, they'll be appointed on the 27th.
Well, this one, because they both want it, then it has to be voted on,
So it goes
right?
to vote on the 27th.
Right.
All of them have to go to vote on the 27th.
And then the one that doesn't get the standards gets the Public Information Committee.
They still have to be voted on the 27th.
So who's
Right.
available?
yeah, we know, but yeah.
Well, the 2 alternates are the ones that are to chair either the standards or the Public Information. One gets one gets the other. So however the council votes in to take the standards committee, then the other alternate takes the Public Information Committee. Right.
According to the
That's according to the bylaws.
Same thing that happened with the vice president.
Right.
We did have another issue. That was, somebody brought up about the 2 gals that ran that were disqualified on the day of voting. That why were they put on the ballot and then not disqualified till the day of voting?
Because we had to wait till we get the sheets from the county that says
who's a registered voter or not.
Those didn't come till 2 days prior.
But see, the point is, people should know for sure
We gave them
who
a
is
chance
available to
until
vote,
we found out we couldn't.
who's available to vote for
We can't.
long before the election.
It is not up to the town council
Not
to
up to us to
verify
decide. It
the
has to be
people
verified on the
who
voting
want
day.
to be on the
We
town
can
council.
put this-
They have to know themselves whether or not they're registered. We don't know they're registered voters until we get get it from the
They
county.
were registered voters.
We
as far
can
as
put
that
this
No, they
on the
weren't.
No, they
agenda
weren't.
if
No, they
you want,
weren't.
but we're
No,
just
they were
arguing.
not.
They
No,
admitted
they
they
were
weren't.
not. They admitted once they were found not to be.
They admitted they
Then
weren't
they came
registered
out and said
voters.
that we were not.
Oh, I think that needs to be investigated. I think they were.
One
Well, then
was
write it down and give it to the town.
one was verified that she was a registered voter, but not in Lake LA.
You have
And you have to be registered in Lake LA.
We'll put that on the agenda.
That's what our bylaws
We
say.
also need.
Your bylaws have to be in accord with the state law.
We also.
No,
We are.
Scott's got the
no,
floor.
we don't.
That's
Cliff,
what I would like to
no,
do.
no, we
No,
don't.
Scott has got the floor right now.
No, not in, because
That's-
we are a
that's
small
my point.
community and only people in the community registered in the community. Otherwise, people from Palmdale can come
Robin,
and decide
Cliff.
about that.
Going on
Well, they
on the
live
town.
here.
Okay, we also need to add to the
Rules and
agenda
regulations. That's all.
proposed items to vote on. We need to vote on this complaint form.
Yes.
We need to vote on this council hours summary form. We need to vote on the town council hours form. We need to vote on the sample mission statement, which hasn't been explained completely yet.
That's
We
for
have
Each
to
committee
committee.
we have to vote on each one of these proposed committees, and all of these items need to be on the agenda.
Okay.
If they're going to be voted on.
Conflict of interest.
And that also needs to be voted on, because that's not in our bylaws, there's no legal
Conflict of
Right, you can't
interest.
just throw these papers and do it.
Conflict of interest form is there, so council knows is we have a conflict of interest that maybe with whatever comes up with it, maybe we're running for, I don't know.
But the council
But
doesn't
my
vote on
point
it.
is that all of the,
Yeah,
I actually have to leave.
explaining them.
And I actually have to leave right now, but all of these items that are being proposed by you need to be
Scott,
voted on by the council.
Please do not interrupt when people
I actually
talk.
have the floor and you interrupted
Yes,
me.
we did.
Okay, and the
This
town,
is just for the record,
Scott,
and you're still interrupting me because I still have the floor. Because I had not finished what I was saying. So,
That needs to be put on the agenda.
these items need to be put on the agenda.
okay,
We
I
don't
am
need
going to
discuss
put
them
on the agenda that we learn respect for each other, and this is ridiculous.
He's just reminding you
Hey,
that if they're not on the agenda, they
I
cannot
had
be
the
voted
floor,
on.
you interrupted me, and I
The
need to
three of them have constantly harassed me this whole entire hour.
Here, here.
Really?
Yes, you have.
Do you understand, Cliff, what a town council planning
You
meeting
have
is?
said more words
Do you
than
have the
anybody.
floor now, Scott?
Actually, yes.
Do you no,
I
she
did.
has the floor.
I had the floor and she interrupted me, and I never got to finish what I was saying before she
So
picked
finish
up.
what you're saying and shut up.
Okay. I
So
think
you're
this
agreeing that I
meeting
have
is
the
over.
floor?
Finish what you're saying
Okay,
and shut
stop.
up.
The park yard.
Then get it back in the way it's supposed
That's
to be.
right.
Okay.
I will close
You
the
are
park
out of
doors right now
order.
to the open public.
These items need to be added to the agenda, and what I was going to finish with is this planning meeting is supposed to be to set the agenda. And public members are welcome, if you want, there's an item you would like to have on the agenda, state what it is. And then
In writing.
And then we go to the meeting and discuss all this at the meeting. We don't do it here.
We don't do the discussion here.
And all this arguing needs to end. And I'm not arguing with anybody. I'm asking questions. I'm sorry they're difficult questions, but they are. I
That's
apologize
right.
for that, but they need to be answered.
The reason you got these is so you can look at them and we can decide.
I appreciate it.
If you didn't get them, you wouldn't know what they were. And these are just committees that I made up. It's just to fill the spaces.
So when do we vote on
Mission
this,
statement.
Scott? When are we supposed to vote?
Excuse me. A mission statement is I would like every committee chair to make a mission statement, and I did address that earlier. So we know where they're going with this. We can't have a Christmas committee that starts in November. That isn't gonna work. This is to help us go back to Norm, go back to Michael Antonovich and say, look at all the hours we gave you. Say I put $35 an hour. We gave you X amount of hours at 35 weeks. We saved you X amount of money.
Once again, these are items that should
There,
be
you don't have the floor.
These should be
You don't have the
I've
floor.
already stated I need to
planning
leave, and I
meeting,
need
you have to talk
I
about
gotta
these things.
leave.
This is what a
Okay.
planning meeting is.
These should be discussed at the meeting, not here.
She didn't
You
call
put it
for
up-
a vote tonight on that, did she?
That's
She
where the
put
discussion
them out
They
takes
were
place.
not
The town
explained.
council is
No,
equal.
there was one item I
Not
said
one
that
person
hasn't been
over
fully
everybody.
explained.
It doesn't work that way.
Fully over
No.
everybody.
There
Should
was
not.
one
Well,
item
he
that
is.
said, and this has
He's
not
not,
been
he's
fully
trying to
explained.
explain things.
And I have to
Let me
apologize.
say something.
I'm not trying to-
I must
What
leave.
this is,
I'm already late.
what this is to give the council a goal, so they can don't sit on their ass like they did all last year. They've got something to do for the community.
Excuse me.
And that doesn't mean 1 or 2 hours a month and say I'm on the town council. That means you're working for the community.
We'll just vote on it.
Regarding it.
The minutes with the additions. I gotta pick my wife. She's at work.
Rick, you have a copy of that?